acne and ways that you can protect yourself from scars, it isn't going to be Mederma. Even Mederma, the commercials and the copy itself tells you that Mederma will only soften your scar. It will only make your scar appear better, look better, whatever that means. But the only reason we buy into this stuff is because we don't really, the true nature of the skin is somewhat hidden. We don't really see the skin. And by the way, if you're afraid of getting a scar, the time to really take care of your scar is while it's forming or while your wound is healing. And the best thing you can put on a scar is vitamin C, topical vitamin C, fatty vitamin C, lipophilic vitamin C. Some people use vitamin E on a scar. Forget it. That's not going to work. Dermatologists will use silicone on a scar. That ain't going to work. As I said before I went to break, a scar is actually a protective mechanism. A scar is a way that the skin protects itself. In other words, the skin, and this is really one of the really cool things about the body, is that when it's under duress or under stress, it will actually get stronger and better. A bone will heal stronger at the point of the break than the rest of the bone. What's that about? Well, it's the body sensing, or the cell's understanding, that that area is somewhat fragile or susceptible to stresses, and it will make that area stronger. That's what a scar is. If you ever heard the saying that a bone is stronger at the point of a break, you understand a scar. A scar is the skin's version of a bone being stronger at the point of the break. There's more connective tissue. There's more collagen in the scar. That's what makes it look like a scar. But we don't really understand the skin because it looks inert. It looks like just a covering. We're not going to understand how to address scars or anything else. And this kind of exploitation that is represented by Mederma, and I don't like calling out companies by name, but these guys deserve it. This kind of exploitation and sophistry and sneakiness when it comes to skin health and health in general, really, not just skin health, it can only occur in a milieu, in an environment of misunderstanding. And this kind of misunderstanding and subsequent exploitation that inevitably follows misunderstanding is behind how we deal with the unpleasant and even traumatic skin condition called acne. No one ever has to have acne. Nobody. Acne is a sign that cells are growing out of control in combination with oil, excess secretion of sebum. A cell's growing out of control, that means nutritional deficiency. That also means cortisol and stress. Same with oils. Skin oils, excessive skin oils mean the body is under duress. It's a reflection of the secretion of stress hormones. Oily skin, cells growing chaotically, these are all signs that something is wrong. Either something's missing, and I'm talking physically here, I'm not talking mental, emotional, spiritual, which all need to be addressed, but from physical perspective, if you're breaking out, something is missing or something is getting into the body that shouldn't be there. And when I say something's missing, I'm talking the mighty 90 essential nutrients, or something's getting into the body that shouldn't be there. It's one or the other or both, combination thereof. This is such good news for acne sufferers because it means that the skin disease called acne can begin to reverse itself immediately. Immediately. And because skin cells turn over so rapidly, within 4 to 8 weeks, you got new skin. Acne can be gone forever within a month or two. Forever. Never have to have any traces of it. Simply by adding correct nutrition and eliminating problematic foods. And we're going to spend a lot of time, next few weeks anyway, talking about good nutrition for the skin and good nutrition for acne. In our last program, we talked about vitamin A. That is the skin's most important nutrient, arguably the skin's most important nutrient. There's another one that's important too, but for now we'll say it's the most important nutrient or one of the top 2 nutrients for the skin. And by the way, the eyes are also the eyes are a type of skin. The surface of the eye is a type of skin, and the eye is also dependent on vitamin A. Vitamin A deficiency is associated with eye problems. So the eyes, the skin, they depend on vitamin A for their health, and so does the immune system, the defensive system, which involves inflammation. So vitamin A is anti-inflammatory. It's pro-immunity. Vitamin A is known as the immune system vitamin. When I say immune system, that's anti-inflammation, the immune system supporting vitamin. All the secretions of the body depend on vitamin A, including digestive juices and tears, and the mucus that lines the esophagus, the throat area, as food slips down into the digestive tract. And vitamin A is the most important cell growth controlling vitamin. It keeps cells growing at just the right pace. Not too fast, not too slow. In order to understand the importance of vitamin A and why it's so important for the development of pimples and blemishes, and to, what accounts for its really medicinal effects, its healing effects when it comes to addressing acne, we've got to talk about what a pimple is. The mythology around the treatment of acne and the fact that people think that the results they get from proactive type products, benzoyl peroxide, etc., cuts to the heart of why and how we're bamboozled by skincare companies and products on such a large scale, on a billion-dollar scale. We look at the skin, we don't see the reality of what's happening. The skin is multi-layered, and we don't see it. That means that we miss a very important distinction that we can work with, the fact that there's layers. There's a surface layer, which is very difficult for stuff to penetrate. That's the purpose of this surface layer. It's like a thin fingernail on the top of your skin. And this microscopically thin fingernail will keep things from getting into the lower areas. And this is very important. If we're going to leverage and exploit the properties of our skincare products, we've got to figure out how to get past that surface, that fingernail-like surface. The skin is also made up of multiple parts. It's mosaic. It's made up of distinct working components. Each component, each part represents a potential target for activation. If you look at the skin and you don't see that, if you look at the skin and just see this stuff, this covering, you're not going to be able to really exploit or take advantage of all the stuff that's going on in the skin. There's cells in the skin that make collagen. There's cells in the skin that keep the skin from wrinkle-free, that keep the skin taut and youthful. There's moisture-trapping molecules that keep the skin hydrated. There's blood vessels that can be induced to increase nutrient delivery and oxygen delivery and detoxification. But unless we get a sense for the multiple components that comprise the skin, we're going to miss out on an opportunity to restore the skin back to health. And if it's already healthy, we're going to miss an opportunity to give the skin an extra jolt of health. And when it comes to acne, the most important distinction that we need to make is the distinction that involves how a pimple forms, and this is the pore. We got to understand the skin pore. If we don't understand what a skin pore is, or if we don't address a skin pore, we're not going to be able to treat acne, because acne is a skin issue, obviously, but it's a pore issue. Acne begins in the skin pore. Every square inch of your skin has 700 or so different pores. And understanding how to address the pore and understand what a pore really is really important if you're going to be able to treat acne effectively. We'll talk about that tomorrow as we continue our discussion on skin health and acne specifically. We'll be doing that for the next couple of weeks. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. Time to hit our phones. Let's take our first phone call, go to Pennsylvania, and welcome Mindy to the bright side. What's up, Mindy? Good morning.
Well, thank you so much for taking my call. You mentioned the NutriBullet and said that you hadn't really done much research on that. You've used the Vitamix, and I love my NutriBullet. It's wonderful.
I want you to tell us all about it, but we got to take a break. Can you hang on through the break?
I sure can.
I'd love to hear about the NutriBullet. So thank you so much for calling in on that, Mindy. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back with your phone calls. 844-236-6010 is our number. Don't go away. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective, and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. Shield. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
Hi, my name is DeRay, suffering from migraines, having Botox injections in my head and neck to alleviate pain, costing $1,500 out of my pocket. I discovered Dr. Ortman and Gentle Touch chiropractic adjustment called NUCA. I'm migraine-free since my first adjustment. Thanks for giving me my life back, Dr. Ortman. I wish they prescribed you instead of Botox.
Thanks, DeRay. Putting the bones back in place is only half of the solution. We design a nutritional supplement program the body can handle, actually absorb, providing nutrients, targeting the problem area. Between NUCA and nutrition, we will have you on the road to a faster and more permanent recovery. Look us up on the web at drortman.com or call 952-303-9124. Let us help you feel better faster. Wellspring Spinal Care at 952-303-9124. Again, that's 952-303-9124. Or on the web at drortman.com.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins, but did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know BidBit.co. Why? Because BidBit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at BidBit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer BidBit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at BidBit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co. BidBit.co.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you're interested in purchasing any of the longevity products you're advertised or recommended on the program, please call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470 or head over to brightsideben.com and you can order products directly off the website. You can also go to my blog, pharmacistben.com, which we update regularly with news stories and blog posts. Thank you to Robert Lundgren, who set that up for me. And also, now you can go to criticalhealthnews.com, which is my blog that I'm doing with George Norrie of Coast to Coast. And you can order products directly off the website, or you can join the Brightside Ben team directly off of the website as well. 844-236-6010 is our number. Got lines open for you. Mindy in Pennsylvania, tell us about the NutriBullet.
Well, I have the NutriBullet RX, which is their newest one, and it also has a soup cycle, as does the Vitamix, which I love the soup cycle. But I also use it to make my own nut milks. I no longer buy almond milk at the store. and I use it a lot for smoothies, and it's just I'm not a hired gun for NutriBullet. I am just a natural health advocate because of my own story, which is on my website. I used to spend 12 to 18 hours a day in bed with fibromyalgia and have my life back, and I'm very grateful. So,
what'd you do? Well, don't run away. What'd you do? Tell us about that.
Lots of things. Diet, lifestyle changes, massage, Christian EFT, chiropractic care.
Wow.
You just did red sauna.